market value, ano yung mga zonal value, etc. So let me address first this question to both the prosecution and the defense. Malinaw naman po sa Constitution na kailangan mag-file ng SALN ang isang opisyal. Mandatory po yan. Malinaw din po sa 6713 at sa amendment na ang kailangan po natin i-file, at tinanong ko na po dati to sa ating Good Justice Cuevas, at sinabi nga po niya kung ano yung mga dapat ilagay. Dito po sa form, makikita po natin asset, liabilities, and net worth. Doon po sa one assets, A, real properties, nakalagay kind, location, year acquired, mode of acquisition, assessed value, current fair market value, acquisition cost na may land, building, and then another column, improvements. Ang pinagtatalunan po natin ngayon, current fair market value. May I ask the prosecution first, ano po ang pagkaintindi nyo ang current fair market value at anong basis nito dapat?
Para sa amin po, Ginoong Hukom, ang current fair market value is the actual value of the property at the time that it was declared. So, for example, if the SALN is dated December 31, 2010, the current, because it's called current fair market value, should be the actual value as of December 31, 2010. That's how we interpret it, Your Honor.
So, including the price of the improvements or the value of the improvements?
Yes, Your Honor. If that is indicated in the SALN, including the improvements.
Ano pong basis nyo? Bakit po yun ang interpretasyon nyo?
Meron pong definition doon sa SALN form. May I just have a second to look for my file, Your Honor.
Pakidagdag na rin po, sino magsasabi kung ano ang current fair market value?
It is
alam po ninyo, sa ating saligang batas, ang inuutos lang ay ilista ang assets, liabilities, at net worth. Di ba? Ngayon, these are ordinary accounting terms used for hundreds and hundreds of years in accounting practice. They have a settled technical meaning. Asset, yung pag-aari mo. Sa accounting, you record your asset by its historical cost, not by its revaluation value or fair market value at a given time. So that you will know you carry these values in time for purposes of computing your taxable income when you dispose of them. Kaya, palagay ko, nalilito tayo dahil dito sa mga form na ginawa. All that the Constitution says is, list your assets, liabilities, and net worth. So naturally, for you to be able to know your net worth, you must list your asset according to the amounts that you used to buy them compared to your liabilities, and whatever is the difference between what is the difference of the asset and liability over the liabilities, that is your net worth. That is the account. This is the accounting system. So,
may I proceed, Your Honor?
yeah, proceed.
Nandito po sa SALN form ang definition ng current fair market value. Babasahin ko po.
To be clear, Counsel, that's the old
This is the old
SALN
SALN form, particularly 1992 SALN form. Current fair market value means its actual value, that is, the fair value of the property as between one who wants to purchase and one who wants to sell it. Yan po ang definition ng old SAL and form. And because there is that word current, ang aming pong position is whenever you accomplish your SAL-N and you date it, for example, dated December 31, 2011, then you have to place there the fair market value as of December 31, 2011.
Sino po magsasabi?
Yun pong nagde-declare kung sino po yung public official na nag-execute ng SAL-N, siya po dapat ang mag-ascertain.
At ano pong basis niya?
Yun pong maari pong yung acquisition cost, maaring yung mga improvements na inilagay niya, pero hindi po niya pwedeng gamitin yung tax declaration sapagkat yung tax declaration po based sa schedule of value na luma.
Para malinaw, tanong po natin sa defense. Same question po.
The fair market value, if Your Honor, please, na dapat maging panuntunan sa pagdedeklara sa SAL-N ng isang public official could be on the basis of the valuation made by the assessor, Your Honor. Because as we will notice, even under the Constitution nor any law, there is no definite amount. There are no definite considerations that must be considered for purposes of determining ano ba ang tunay na market value. Dito po, mapapansin natin, ang involved po dito ay mga hindi lamang lupa at bahay, kung hindi condo units. And alam po naman natin, ang condo unit, minsan mataas na mataas. Kung ang acquisition, halimbawa po lamang to, 3 million, pwede pong sa isang pagkakataon ng ginawang declaration, maaaring 1 million lamang ang halaga nun. At maaaring kahit bago doon, mas mababa pa. Ang akin pong what I wanted to drive out, well, may I continue, Your Honor?
Yes, please.
What I wanted to drive out is, if in the preparation and submission of his statement of assets and liabilities, the public official making the same have relied on the valuation made by an official of the government, he must be in good faith. No presumption of malice could enter. And therefore, if there is no malice, then the statement of assets and liabilities, if there are errors, irregularities, infirmities, may be ordered corrected, Your Honor.
So,
what prevents
Go ahead.
what prevents the correction, Your Honor, on the part of the official making the return is if there is malice and bad faith. In other words, in order to defraud, in order to create another criminal liability, then that is where the law will set in, Your Honor, as
Tama,
not granting him the element of good
Tama
faith.
po kayo dyan. Pero kung ito ay impeachment case, in ordinary cases, tama yan, impeachment case ito. Ibig sabihin, linabag ba ang saligang batas? Meron bang pagkakamali na pinagbabatayan, pwedeng pagbatayan sa impeachment? Ano? So, assets, utos na, hindi utos ng batas ito, utos ng saligang batas.
Correct.
Assets, liabilities, net worth. Okay? Hindi lamang yan ang sinabi ng batas, kailangan ideklara mo at sumpaan mo na ito ang asset mo, ito ang liability mo, at ito ang net worth mo. Ano ba yung net worth? Yung net worth po ng isang korporasyon o isang tao, nababatay po yon doon sa halaga
ng asset
ng kanyang asset
minus liability.
minus liabilities.
Opo.
At yung halaga ng asset is based for tax purposes. And we must know that the purpose of this law is for anti-corruption policy of the government. And you cannot commit a corruption if your property, you acquired it for 1 million and it's now 100 billion. You did not steal the difference between 100 million, 1 million, and 100 billion. What you, if ever, if you indeed committed corruption, it's only limited to the 1 million. Kaya, kailangan, ang importante yung acquisition cost dito. Alright? So, proceed.
We agree, Your Honor.
Sir President. Thank you. So, yung word po na current at yung sinabi po ng Senate President ng net worth, wouldn't that affect yung choice ng declarant kung ano ilalagay niyang interpretation niya ng current fair market value?
Kasi po, sa pagkaunawa ko, yung current varies eh. Sapagkat meron pong pagkakataon ng halaga ng acquisition, let's say, is 5 million. After 2 or 3 years, that may only be worth 2 million or even less.
Sir Justice,
Now,
meron pong as of December 31.
Correct.
So
Opo.
yung
Kaya
current value as of that date.
I wanted to point out, Your Honor, a situation similar to this. The acquisition was made 2 years ago. But what is involved in the controversy is the present SALN. Now, do we hold the person making the statement liable for the 3 million or the value as it is now? There is where a great difference will come in, Your Honor, because we have heard a lot of witnesses here in connection with evaluation before, and there were statements to the effect, meron pong pagkakataon, kahit na ang halaga ganito, binibigay ng lugi pa sa halaga. So, kung ako po magpapile, alin po nga ilalagay ko? Necessary. Yung ilalagay ko yung kasulukuyang halaga.
Yung acquisition cost po at yung assessed, wala tayong pagtatalo doon, yung current. But isa pa akong tanong, kung pwede po yung mga lawyers natin, pakitignan niyo po yung SAL-N ng Chief Justice. Putol lang ho ba yung form or yung net worth ho? Meron po, yung iba meron po, no? Yung iba wala. Kasi sa form po namin, meron net worth eh. Ang tanong ko po, hindi po ba hindi magiging accurate yung net worth kung hindi po ang ilalagay natin yung actual price? Actual market value.
Agreed po ako doon, pero itong aking tinatanong sa inyo eh. Kung ako pong magpapile, ang inacquire kong condominium unit cost me, let's say, 10 million. That was 3 years ago. And I'm filing again another SALM now. And the value thereof could even be only 1 million instead of 5 million.
Yes.
May I be faulted for stating 1 million only? Is there fraud? Is that indicative of fraud?
If you bought it po for 5 years ago at 5 million, at ang halaga nun 5, ang declaration nyo 5.5.
Opo.
If 3 years later, it is 10 million, ang declaration nyo 5.10. If 10 years later, bumagsak ang presyo, it's 1 million, ang declaration nyo is 5 and 1. Para makita po talaga kung magkano ang
Nakalagay
net
po rin
worth.
sa una, I declared it as 5. Pero bumababa na po ngayon ang halaga.
Yes.
Nagkakasala ho ba ako ng
So
paglabag
the
sa
point, Justice, I wanted to drive at is that wala tayong pagtatalo sa fact. This is not a debate on, it's not an issue of fact. So kasi sinasabi po nila iba ang presyo ng actual iba ang current fair market value at ang sinasabi niyo po iba. Ang sinasabi ho ng prosecution, dapat kung ano yung, pag pumunta ka sa broker ngayon, pare magkano bebenta to at magkano ko pwedeng bilhin. Yun ang gusto nilang amount.
kung sabihin po ng, I'm sorry,
Tama po kayo. Sa inyo naman po, ang sinasabi niyo po, magulo yung ganung basihan. Kasi pwedeng ibaba, itaas ng broker at paiba-iba. So sa inyo, ang sinasabi niyo po, pwedeng yung assessor, yung value sa assessor, sapagkat good faith ang public official pag doon. So actually, ang pinag-uusapan natin, hindi conclusion of fact, kundi conclusion of law. So ang trabaho namin, mag-decide ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng current fair market value at kung mag-a-agree kami sa prosecution na dapat yung actual, ang susunod namin, is this impeachable or is it a simple mistake without malice as you stated? Correct ko ba ang pagkaintindi ko more or less po?
There is where, Your Honor, we may vary in our postulation and articulation. If I were a sitting justice, necessarily I'll take into consideration all the necessary factors. Meron nga po akong nabiling halagang 5 million 3 or 4 years ago. Magpapile na naman ako ngayon as an impeachable public officer. Tinanong ko magkano ba wala nang bibili niya? Bulok na yan, so on. am I still under legal obligation to declare it as 5 million acquisition? Or only the
My point precisely, Justice. We can spend the whole month arguing on values and amounts.
Yes.
But ang pinagtatalunan pala dito, yung conclusion of law, whether kung ano definition ng current fair market value. Let me elaborate, no? Tatlo ang values na alam natin eh. Yung una, yung sinasabing sa assessor. Halimbawa po sa Taguig, tama po ba ako, Ginoong Assessor? Sa Fort Bonifacio, ang pinakamataas na value is 19,200 sa kahit anong building at condominium. Yun ang pinakamataas.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hindi po kayo pwede mag-assess na mas mataas doon.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kahit na meron po tayong isang condominium doon na 130,000 per square na ang bentahan. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
At bakit po na ganon?
We are bound by the ordinance.
Yes.
Schedule
And
of
what are
formal
the
value.
considerations of our councilors and of our dear mayor in determining kung itataas o hindi?
Come again. Come again.
Ano po?
Diretsuin ko na. 2 years ago, tinaas ng 200-300% ang taxes dyan. Ngayon, ang policy ng bagong mayor, no new taxes, hindi tataas. Bakit? Pag tinaas nyo yung taxes, ano po mangyayari? Sa Taguig ho ba bibili ng condominium at sa Taguig ho ba magtatayo ng condominium ang ibang mga developer o lilipat ng Mandaluyong, Pasig, Makati, Quezon City, Maynila?
Lilipat.
Malamang na lumipat, Your Honor.
Meaning po, hindi inuutos ng local government code sa sanggunian na ilagay mo yung actual market value. Ang sinasabi lang, option nyo yan.
Gentlemen, I beg your indulgence because we have no more,
Your Honor, just 1 minute to
much
wrap up.
time, no?
Yes.
I would like to explain the position of this presiding officer. The only thing material here is, did this respondent, Chief Justice, include in his SALN his assets, liabilities, and
Network.
net worth in his SALN? Did he miss in including some of his assets, liabilities, and net worth in his SALN? That is Article 2. That's all we have to deal in Article 2. And if he did not, then we go back to the Constitution. First sentence of the Constitution, which says, a public official or employee shall, upon assumption of office
And every year thereafter.
and as often thereafter as may be prescribed by law, submit a declaration under oath of his assets, liabilities, and net worth. Did he comply with this faithfully? If he did not reflect all his assets and liabilities and net worth in his SALN faithfully, when you state under oath something, you must be factual and truthful, isn't it?
Right, Your Honor.
All right. Then that is the issue. That's all. Let us not waste our time discussing values of fair market value, assessed value, or whatever value.
I agree, Your Honor.
The prosecution has already established the acquisition cost of these assets. That is a proper rebuttal evidence. So proceed with the
Your Honor, may I have 1 minute just to wrap up? But your point was precisely my point because we've been quibbling from the start and many senators have been trying to help clarify these amounts. So just allow me to wrap up, Your Honor, with 1 minute.
proceed.
Kaya po yung batas po, ang sinasabi, yung fair market value, yun po ay yung nasa schedule. No? Iba po yan sa fair market value na nasa konstitusyon na kung may, halimbawa, gagamitin mo yung eminent domain, yung meron kayong expropriate na lupa. Ang susundin doon, yung sinasabi ng prosecution, na yung halaga na yung isang buyer ay gustong ibenta at yung isang seller ay payag siyang ibenta at isang buyer willing siyang bumili. So kung pupunta akong broker, pare, gusto ko tong condo na to, magkano ibebenta yan? Pag sinabing 50,000 per square, kahit sa schedule mo ay 19,200 per square lang, yun po yung actual fair market value. Kaya tayo nalilito dahil ginamit ng local government code yung salitang fair market value at ginamit naman po ng SALN current fair market value at sa konstitusyon naman po na fair market value, magkaiba din po yon. Lastly, nadagdagan pa ng zonal value na nandyan sa Section 6E of the NIRC na sinasabi for payment of internal revenue taxes, whichever is higher, the amount determined by the commissioner, which is the zonal value, or the amount shown in the assessors. But both of these can be lower. So bottom line, Mr. President, you're correct. Sa haba-haba po ng pinag-uusapan ngayon, ang punto lang ganito, mas mababa ang assessed value, ang fair market value sa ordinansa sa buong Pilipinas. Halos sa buong Pilipinas. Kaso sa actual. At ang pinag-uusapan lang, ano ba dapat ilagay sa kolong na yon. Pero para matigil na po yung usapan, sinasabi ng prosecution, dapat yung actual. At sinasabi ng defense, good faith dahil sinunod yung nandyan sa assessors. So I hope I helped clarify this matter and we can move on to another point.
Thank you.
Mr. President.
Thank you.
There's no question that the Chief Justice included certain assets in his statement of assets and liabilities and net worth. His SALN. There is an allegation, which is 2.3, paragraph 2.3 of Article 2, that he did not include some assets in the form of bank accounts. That is what we're dealing here in this particular article. And we're going astray in discussing the job of an assessor, discussing the job of a register of deeds. These are all irrelevant. Come on, proceed.
While on
Mr.
that
President.
note,
Yes. You have no...
Mr. President, while on that note, a while ago, they made this assessor identify a transfer certificate of title purportedly belonging to Maria Charina Corona. We checked, Your Honor, and it's the same as our evidence. Therefore, in order to obviate the need to present the Register of Deeds for Taguig, we are willing to admit the existence and authenticity of that title, but we are not admitting the validity and genuineness of the underlying transaction.
Then the question with respect to that title, is that an asset of the Chief Justice or is that a real asset of the daughter?
In short, yes, Your
Now,
Honor.
you present that a proof that that is not an asset of the daughter but asset of the Chief Justice, then that means that that is an excluded, non-included asset. So it comes into the picture. But until then, leave it as that. It's already in the record.
Yes, Your Honor.
Correct.
Mr. President, may we recognize Senator Ping Lacson?
The gentleman from Cavite.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. My reference is the document, the SALN of the Chief Justice as of December 31, 2010. Okay. I have no problem with the figures listed down by the Chief Justice under the column assessed value. Hindi naman po siya ang may gawa nito, kundi ang reference niya rito yung assessor, hindi po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
I have no problem with the figures as listed by the Chief Justice under the column current fair market value kasi sa inyo rin galing ito. Ang reference nito, City Assessor din.
Current fair market value.
Fair market value. Ito
I-
yung sakop ng ordinance, City Ordinance, hindi po ba? Kaya hindi natin siya mabiblame dito kung ano man yung figures na nilagay niya rito, hindi niya gawa ito.
Based on the tax declaration, based on the current fair
Yes,
market
yes, I understand. When we sum up, if we get the sum total of all the figures listed under the column current fair market value, the total would be 18,438,980. Ito po ang nilagay niya under the column acquisition cost. Ang tanong ko po, pag pinag-usapan natin acquisition cost, ano pa dapat ang reference ng declarant? Saan nanggagaling yung acquisition cost? Prosecution or defense? May answer.
Ang acquisition cost po ay manggagaling dun sa
Deed of sale.
deed of sale.
Ano po ang nakalagay sa deed of sale? Doon sa, wag na nating, kasi hindi naman sakop ng ating witness yung first 3 items, ano? Yun lang condo, under number 4 condo, tsaka number 5 condo. Magkano po yung number 4 condo ayon sa deed of sale?
Yung Bellagio po, ang nasa kontrata,
Yung number 4 muna. Hindi ko alam kung anong Bellagio rito eh.
ito po yung Bonifacio Ridge
Okay.
Spanish Bay Tower.
Magkano po sa deed of sale?
Ang nasa kontrata po ay 9,159,940 pesos.
Okay. Magkano po ang sa deed of sale yung condo number 5, Taguig, acquired 2010?
Yung Bellagio
Bellagio.
po, ang per contract, the price is 14,510,225.
Magkano po ang total na nun? Yung dalawang condominium lang, hindi kasali yung tatlo.
23.
23 million.
About 23
Ang
million.
ibig pong sabihin nito, yung nilagay niyang total under the column acquisition cost na 18,438,980 ay kulang po do sa
Per deed of sale.
doon sa binanggit nyo na deeds of sale ng dalawang properties.
Opo, opo.
Kulang po ng 5 million, more or less.
Opo, tama po yun.
So ano po ang ibig sabihin nito?
Hindi po truthful, hindi po accurate yung pagkaka-declare ng salary.
Now, may I hear from the defense?
Yeah.
I want some explanation because I'm referring to a document signed and sworn to by the declarant, the Chief Justice. And the document, I suppose, that was read by the prosecution, signed din ng Chief Justice, he being the buyer of those two properties. So I would like to hear an explanation, if you can, and if you will, tungkol doon sa discrepancy na 5 million more or less, doon sa under the column acquisition cost.
We will definitely dealt with it when our turn comes in the
Salamat
presentation
po.
of our evidence. But
Yun lamang po,
may I make
Sige po.
a short statement? The total referred to in here, 1 AP, 18,438,980, seem to be the sum total
Of the current fair market value.
So there is no this is not a representation by the filer that the acquisition cost is this amount, Your Honor.
Pero nakalagay po-
This is how I understood it.
Nakalagay po sa column ng acquisition cost.
Opo, doon nga
Sana
po-
po, kung ito'y
Doon nga,
sum total
Opo.
ng current fair market value, dapat ito'y nasa ilalim ng column na current fair market value.
tama po yun. Pero,
Kasi I did a simple computation. In fact, addition. Inad ko po yung 7,138,000, 921,000, 1,210,000, 2,369,980, 6,800,000. Pag inad po ninyo lahat yon, ito'y 18,438,000. Kung ang intention po ng declarant kunin yung total ng current fair market value, hindi po ba dapat nasa ilalim yun ng column na yon at hindi sa ilalim ng acquisition cost na subtitle pa ng land, building, etc. and improvements? Tama po ba?
Tama po yun. If it was accurately and fairly prepared, your observation, I agree, should have been the correct procedure, Your Honor. But you will probably agree with me that there is no statement relative to the acquisition cost.
Tama
Your
rin
Honor.
po yun. Kaya napaka-importanting makausap natin si Chief Justice para maipaliwanag niya kung bakit sa ilalim ng acquisition cost napalagay yung 18 million at hindi sa ilalim ng fair market value.
That is correct, Your Honor, if this was prepared personally by him.
Hindi po.
But there is no evidence to the
Meron po
effect.
tayong disagreement dyan.
Opo.
Kasi maski yung clerk niya o sekretarya niya nag-prepare nito. After all, siya po ang manunumpa rito, talagang obligasyon niya, responsibilidad niya, na alamin kung tama lahat ito dahil siya ang makukulong, siya ang ma-impeach at hindi yung kanyang sekretary. Tama rin po ba yon?
Tama rin po yun. Pero if it was merely inadvertence or negligence I do not know how the impeachment complaint can come in.
Agree po ako sa inyo doon. Kaya kailangan ipakita sa atin na ito'y hindi sinasadya.
Opo. What
Na
shall
pag-enter ng mga
end? What
figures.
year was that? Shall
In
end of
total,
what year?
that is
As of December 2010, 31,
About
2010.
December
Exhibit
30,
14A, Your Honor.
2009.